Live. Oh, hi everybody, we're live. It's Square Foot Show Pop Art Edition. And we are so excited to bring you this amazing lineup of artists and the work. Have you been seeing the work? It's incredible. We have about 130 something pieces of pop art. We're going to ask some really neat questions. I've been quizzing Jeff Walker, who is our he did the illustration. He did the painting that is the prize that one of you is going to win if you're on our mailing list. And he gave me some really great questions to ask a pop artist, because I'm not a pop artist, so I want to know what makes them tick. So let me do a little bit of show housekeeping, okay? First, I'm going to give you a little history about Square Foot Show. Square Foot Show started in my studio years and years ago. Now, the concept of a Square Foot Show was not new to me. I did not invent it, but I ran with it and it was so fun. And I did the first one in my studio and I had about, I think, 40 of my own pieces and I had them on sale. And I sold out in the first day and a half, and it was wonderful. And I thought, well, how am I going? I can't keep up with this. I can't sell more than that. Like, I can't paint more than that. So the next year, I started inviting other artists, and it grew very, very popular. We used to have a lineup of 70 people down the street. And when I opened the doors at 7 o'clock, they would come in literally rushing in and taking paintings off the wall. I always thought if anybody had anxiety, oh my goodness, that would be hard for them, because things were just coming off the walls, and it was wonderful. It was really wonderful, really honoring to the artists. But I had a big following, people that followed my posts about Square Foot Show on Instagram from across the country, and they always wondered, how can we participate either as an artist, or how can we participate as a purchaser? And I never knew, because I was like, it's an in studio show. I don't know how to do it. So after the first opening, I would consolidate everything left on the wall, and I'd take a picture and I'd post it, and people would have to send me screenshots with row A, number 2, and I would arrange a email transfer, and then I would mail it to them. I mean, it was laborious. So then COVID hit, and I got the realization that, galleries were shutting down. I couldn't do the show because it couldn't be done in person. So I phoned Lindsay and Elias and Brock, and they worked to get the show online. And guys, it has been history since then, because the show launched. We had 2,000 people hit the site. We sold out of so many artists, and it has become the Black Friday of online art sales. That's kind of our tagline. So for you that are watching, that are going to be buying tonight, the show goes live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be introducing you to about 6 wonderful pop art artists who all have such neat stories to tell, and they're going to give us a little preview of their work. They're going to hold it up and show it. And the pop art show goes live tonight. It is Thursday, August 29th. If you're watching a rerun of this, what we always say is go find the artists that you love and go buy from them. We're not a traditional gallery. We carry for only the show the work that they've submitted. But if you love their work and you've missed out on the Square Foot Show, I want you to go find them and DM them and buy their work from them. We would not take a commission in that at all. And we are thrilled if you would do that. So the Square Foot Show goes live at 8 p.m. at shop.squarefootshow.com. And the reason that is because it's a Shopify site. If you go to squarefootshow.com, you will be able to get there. Don't worry. This going to shop.squarefootshow.com, however, takes you there pretty quickly. And you want to go quickly because, again, it's the Black Friday of Square Foot Show, and it's up 25 minutes. Look at that. And on that note as well, if you have the Shop app pay, how to pay, if you use the Shop app, no, Shop Pay app, sorry, that's hard to say. Shop Pay app, it gets you, you log in, you set up an account, you put in all of your information, and then when you're actually checking out, you don't have to do anything except pop in that code that the Shop Pay app will send you, and it is secure and a quick way to do it. We suggest you buying one piece at a time. If you put things in your cart, if you put a multiple amount of images in your cart and you wait too long, somebody can literally come along, take it out of your cart, and purchase it themselves. So there's all the housekeeping. A little bit about the story is that we've been able to sell over $1 million worth of art. I believe we've sold over 4,000 now pieces. And we've got those into the hands of collectors. We've got exciting things coming up. In January, we're planning to do one a month. And now the shows are 24 hours. And the reason we're planning to do so many shows is because we have so many artists that are applying. It is such an honor for us to have artists from all over Canada, the US, and other countries apply, that it's going to be, we had to do more shows. We had to come up with new opportunities for them. Otherwise, we limited our show to 50 people at the most, and we can't fit everybody in. So that's what we're deciding to do. An announcement, our next show is in October with Ellie Milan and John Milan as co-headliners, and they are creating pieces that they worked on together as collaborations. So that's coming up in October. And then my Julia Veenstra and friends will be at the end of November. And I believe we're actually doing it on Black Friday. So that's wild. So we're gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna get started with Karen Hoffman, and she is Bliss Brush Studio. All right, let's see if I can find Karen. There she is.
Hello.
Hi, Karen.
Thank you for having me, Julia. This is fantastic.
Well, Karen, I have had the best time watching your reels and watching your posts about Square Foot Show, and you're standing in front of some amazing, amazing pieces.
Well, thank you. These are actually ones I'm going to be releasing this Saturday on my own website for part of my Labor Day sale. So I figured maybe give them a little bit of a show here too.
Well, you know what? That's what Square Foot Show is all about. It's not just about the opportunity only at the show. It's about finding you. So let's start and let's learn more about you. Okay. I want to know where you're from.
I'm from the United States, Oregon specifically, and I am in the Central Oregon region, which is a high desert type climate. So we're very hot in the summer and pretty cold in the winter, though probably not as cold as Canada.
Well, it depends. I'm actually in a pretty warm area of Canada.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. And who are you?
Well, my name's Karen.
I should actually change the order of that question.
Nobody wants to know who I am. They just want to know where I'm from. But my name's Karen E. Hoffman, and I am the painter, the brush of Bliss Brush Studio. And I've been painting since 2016. Professionally.
And where did you go to school?
I did. I went to college in LA, not for painting actually, but my grandma, my maternal grandma, she was an artist, but just a hobbyist artist. She had a pretty tough life. She cared for my grandfather, who was a disabled World War II vet. And so she would go to garage sales and pick up canvases where she could and just painted. And so I attribute She's since passed on, but I attribute all my artistic skill to her.
All right. So who are your influences?
My influences, one I really like that I gravitate towards his stuff is Nicholas Bott. So
Okay.
yeah, he is one of for those who aren't familiar, my other fellow pop artists. He is a landscape artist from Canada, and he's part of a group that's colloquially called the Group of Seven. So I don't know, I just see his stuff and it just, I don't know, it just makes me happy every time.
That is wonderful. And are you in any galleries?
I am currently in the Maker's Place, which is in Prineville, Oregon. And then I have done some locally where I'm at with the Art Adventure Gallery,
Mm-hmm.
but they are a very small gallery and kind of rotate seasonally, just different art groups and artists. So it's kind of where I'm at right now. I haven't posted a lot because I've got a 2-year-old. So
Oh yeah. That'll keep you busy. That'll keep you busy. And is pop art something that you love to do?
I do. I started doing a landscape piece once years ago, back in 2016, and it just wasn't coming out. And I thought, well, heck with that. Let's just play with it. And I did. And I started doing some kind of dark outlines to it.
Yeah.
Loved it. And since then, it's just been developing a technique of how to create that.
Yep.
And finding a technique that I love.
That is wonderful. And that's what I learned a lot about this time, because I'm not a pop artist. And I had to do a little bit of research and learn. I learned a lot about the politics of pop art. I learned a lot about some of the techniques. I even ordered some new materials. They didn't completely work out for me, but I learned a whole lot.
Well, that's part of being an artist, right? We're like lifelong learners. And that's one thing I adore about like the artist community is we can appreciate each other's art and styles, and we like glean something from it, but also we celebrate it. So
absolutely. So if people need to find you, where do they find you?
There's 2 places that are the best places to find me. Go to blissbrush.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my main Shopify store. And then the other place is on Instagram at Blissbrush Studio Art.
Okay. And can you give us a little sneak peek of your pieces?
I can. All right. The first piece is this gorgeous, fun, twisty Joshua tree. And
that is fantastic.
Thank you. I have been to the Joshua Tree National Park in California, and it is a lot of fun. There's rocks and Joshua trees everywhere. Like you can go bouldering. So that's where this one came from. And would you like to see the others?
I would really fast, because we're going to move on to Andy Das next. Oh, Karen. It's so great.
Wait, thank you. I love doing this one. I love the shadows.
I love the perspective. I really do.
I know, it's really fun. This one was inspired just by the southwestern United States and just kind of the deserts we have out here. And we have some cool rock arches. Just recently, sadly, not this one, but we lost some beautiful arches that were in Utah. They just fell down. So sad. The last piece I have is this one right here. This is rhododendrons.
Oh,
kind of a little bit of a deviation from my normal style with the dark outlines.
Yeah.
But I grew up around the mountains before I lived in the high desert, and we have rhododendrons at every place I lived. Like
I literally just planted 3 rhododendrons this spring after coming from Wales. Wales had them everywhere, and they were stunning. And so I thought I need to add that to my garden.
Brilliant choice. They're great.
That is wonderful. Well, Karen, thank you for coming on and talking to me, and good luck with the show.
All right, you too. Thank you.
It's 15 minutes. All right. The next person is Andy. Hi, Andy.
Hey, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. I have a bunch of questions. So I'm going to ask the first one in the right order. Who are you?
My name is Andrew Da Silva, but I shorten it and I call myself Andy Das.
Okay.
I'm
and where are you from?
I'm from Montreal, Quebec.
Oh, you know what? I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Somehow I think I thought you were from Toronto.
Oh no, I'm not. I have family in Toronto, but I'm not from Toronto. I'm from Montreal, Quebec. Yeah.
Okay. So the main question is, who are your influences in this pop art style?
I love pop art. It's always been one of my inspirations. So like one of my favorite pop artists that I think, I mean, he kind of gets the recognition, but not as much as like the Warhols and other people. It's like Tom Wesselman. I think is just phenomenal. He's just an incredible pop artist. I went to see a exhibit of him like years ago, and every
Wonderful.
time every since I seen his work, I was just like, got so inspired.
You know what? I had the exact same experience standing in front of a Tom Thompson painting the very first time.
Tom Wesselman, sorry, Tom Wesselman.
For me, it was yeah,
Wesselman.
but for
Oh,
me, it was
you were
Tom,
yeah, sorry.
for me it was Tom Thompson, and I remember just it changed everything. So, are you in any galleries?
I'm in one gallery. It's a cool initiative. It's like a mobile gallery, and we do events across the city. So I've done a few events with them already, and what they do is like they bring the gallery to like outdoor spaces,
Oh, that's fun.
but the truck is in itself is like a gallery.
Do you have information on that if they find you on your website or on your Instagram?
I haven't. It's on my Instagram. You can see the stuff I've done with them, but I haven't mentioned it on my website as of yet. I gotta do that.
You gotta do that.
Yeah.
So, how do they find you? How do people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Andy Das, and you can, of course, find me on my website, which is andydass.com, ANDYDASS.com.
Perfect. I'm sorry if you hear people in the background. my family's being a little loud. So, Andy, if somebody wanted to do a custom commission and possibly create a character for them, is that possible? Have you done that?
Yeah, 100%. One of my main characters actually I created was based off of a commission, and it was so popular that I made T-shirts of the character, and people were coming in the comments saying, "Oh, that looks like me. I relate with that character," and then I made like a bunch of T-shirts with the character. And yeah, if you want to contact me for a character design or anything of sorts, just hit me up on my email.
That is so fun.
Discuss, yeah.
Now, can you show us a couple of pieces?
Yeah, sure. Here's one of my pieces.
Oh, this is fun. I love the patterns.
Yeah.
Is that your specialty, patterns?
I love doing patterns. Yeah, it's one of my things that I really just enjoy doing. I'm really just obsessed with cool patterns, cool designs, inspired by like textiles and stuff like that. So I like adding them to my work, but I do them in like a poppy, a bold, vibrant poppy style.
I find that interesting. So you're inspired by textiles.
For my patterns, mostly like textiles and like fashion patterns. I'm really into like fashion design as well, and I love when the designers find like cool, unique ways to do like old patterns, like dots or like checkered or like leopard. Yeah, like when they take a pattern that's old and like make it modern or new or twisted. So I'm kind of inspired by that. I'm finding different ways to just do my own take on classic patterns and to make it up my own patterns.
That is so cool. Can we see another?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the shapes.
Thank you.
Wow. That's a really neat composition. It kind of reminds me of where Karen lives.
Yeah, it's kind of my take on like
with the mountains and
like a dreamy type of place where it's like imaginative, something you would see like maybe in an animated film or something like that,
Yeah.
So it's my take on like a landscape, but I make it my own poppy, trippy version.
Yeah, very illustrative. Have you ever illustrated a book or anything?
No. People have asked me that. It's something I wouldn't be not adverse to, but I haven't got the opportunity to.
Well, you might need to write your own story.
Or that, create my own. Definitely create my own story.
All right, Andy. Well, good luck. The show starts in. When does it start?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
All right. We'll talk to you later, Andy.
Take care.
Okay. Next, we have Chris Warburton Hulme. Hi, Chris. Did I say it right?
No, almost. It is Chris Warburton Hume.
Hume. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Well, Chris, I just have to say, I have thoroughly enjoyed all of your reels, all of your promotion of the Pop Art Square Foot Show. And you are just so fun. And now in person, talking to you, you're so cute.
Thank you.
embody this patterns and design that you create. So tell us who Chris Warburton Hume is.
My name is Chris Warburton Hume. I have been painting and doing mixed media collage for about 3 years now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I am originally from Southern Ontario, but my husband joined the Navy and we've been out here in Eastern Passage, Nova Scotia for over 30 years.
Wow.
So yeah, just outside of Halifax.
Okay. Do you make it back to Ontario often, or do you have family still here?
Maybe once a year-ish, depending on, what's going on. Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's fantastic. So the main question is, who are your influences?
Oh my gosh. Well, when I started, I joined an online art group called Insider Studio. And Amanda Evanston is the artist that started the group. And she is amazing. And I love her colorful, quirky, just loose and happy painting. So yeah, that's...
And where do you get your inspiration? Like you've done such interesting sayings and everything even.
Yeah. Well, this collection, I really wanted to do something about women's empowerment and just kind of have, like a statement out there on, the can, and just have the florals be happy and joyful and colorful.
Well,
Yeah.
they certainly are. And how will people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Chris_Warburton_Hume. And you can find all my links there to my landing page. And I also am in an online gallery called Daily Paintworks. So yeah.
I used to follow the Daily Paint, and that's so fun. So do you paint every day?
I try to. I am a granny of twin grandsons who are just about, they're 16 months old.
Oh.
I'm there 5 days a week, so I'm pretty busy. But yeah, I try and get some in as much as possible.
That is a real gift to your child. I had twins, and when my twins were born, my eldest was 18 months, and it was crazy. So on behalf of thank you for going over.
I'm actually an identical twin myself. So to have grandsons who are identical, it's wonderful.
They say it skips a generation. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Do they have red hair?
They do. They do.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They're gonna be creating some influence for you too, eventually.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Well, you keep creating happiness, and we're gonna move on to Juno Rinaldi. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, Juno.
Hello.
I feel like I'm in the presence of greatness.
Me too. I feel like I'm in the presence of greatness too.
Oh, that's so fun. So for everybody who doesn't know who Juno is one of our great Canadian actors. And she has a plethora of experience and titles and shows and movies under her belt.
Mhm.
And now I asked her once in a text, like, can you do it all? Are you a singer, dancer? And she kind of said, yes. So she's now introduced herself into the art world
Mhm.
doing pop art. So I just introduced you, but you tell that question. Who are you?
My name is Juno Rinaldi, and I primarily am an actor. I've been an actor since I was 17, so very long time, professional actor. And yeah, I'm a mother of 2 boys. We live in Hamilton. I love art and creativity. I don't know if you can hear them clumping up and down the stairs, but yeah.
Yeah. And am I right in that Working Moms is probably your most recognized title?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Working Moms is definitely my most recognized title, and the project that sort of launched me into people's worlds, I guess, Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So where are you from? You're from Hamilton, but you live in Hamilton, but where are you from?
I'm from Salt Spring Island. So that is,
Oh.
a little Gulf island just off the coast of
That
Vancouver.
is the artsiest place there is.
So I've been surrounded by art, visual art, music, theater, the natural world my entire life. So, and my family is very artistic in multiple different ways. My aunt is an incredible painter. So I wonder, it's probably all just sort of, it's all that stuff influences where I am
Yeah.
now.
Well, what I love about your work, and we're going to see it in a minute, is
Mhm.
you have a real sense of shape.
Mhm.
And I'm big on shape as an artist myself. I like negative space. I like good, solid, beautiful shapes.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about your work too.
Yeah.
So who is your major influence? How did you decide to get into art as an actor?
Yeah.
How did you decide to do pop art?
It's so annoying, but I don't really know. It just kind of like I've always been influenced by art. Like I would say, Alex Colville, I love the simplicity. I love just I love simple, clear lines. He's an incredible painter. And then I have a friend who's in Victoria, and her name is Michelle Heslop, and she is a phenomenal painter, more abstract. So I was always sort of inspired by her. So it was like taking pieces of things that had inspired me. And then you got Enzo Mari, I think his name is, where he's just got these beautiful, like simple shapes of pear and an apple and stuff. Anyway, taking all these different things and then creating what I wanted visually. But it wasn't really, it's annoying, but it wasn't really well thought out. It was so organic, the process of me making these. I knew that I wanted them to be big. Like the one behind me is Peter, and it's massive.
Yeah.
And I knew I just wanted like big, clear, bold. So I went for it.
And at what gallery can people find you?
Yours.
We're so excited to represent Juno at Crown and Press. Somebody's asking, were you on Degrassi?
I was.
Oh, there you go, Jazz. She was on Degrassi.
Yep.
Were you on there? Like, were you a recurring?
No, I was a very small role, a nurse. If that's what you're thinking of, Jazz, that is me. I was like a nurse with the kids one day. Anyway. Oh, 1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. So I'm asking everybody, if somebody wanted to do a custom commission, do you think you'd be up for that?
Absolutely. I just did a guitar.
Oh, there you go. And I challenge, here's a challenge that I've done with many of the artists that I've mentored. I challenged Juno to put a piece on her Instagram and say it is for sale. And I got a very excited text within a couple of hours because she sold her first painting online. And then it's history. So now she is launched into a gallery, and it is 8:00.
Wow.
I don't know if we're live quite yet. Yes, we are live. So Juno, you open the show
Wonderful.
with us. And thank you so much for being interviewed. And we are going to move on to Gail Blima.
Thank you so much.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Gail. Hi, Gail.
Hi.
You're opening the show with us. And
Oh, that's exciting.
if I look down, it's because I'm looking at my phone for like my team is going to be giving me updates.
Fantastic.
So I'm not distracted from you. I'm just trying to read more than one thing.
No worries. No worries.
Okay. So we're going to start with you at the same. Who are you, Gail?
I'm Gail Blima. I'm a mixed media artist. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm originally from Montreal.
Okay.
And I moved to Toronto in 1997
Oh, okay.
with my babies. And I don't, that's it. I'm still
That's
here.
it. All right. So you answered the second question too. You were from Montreal, but you're in Toronto.
Yeah.
So in your work, if you're going to tell me who influenced you, who pops into your mind?
I'm going to say Peter Tunney. He's, I think he's actually the reason I do what I do. I had seen his stuff, I'm going to say about 7 years ago, and I loved it. And I thought, oh, I'm going to go home and I'm going to try it. And I went home and it was a disaster. I didn't know what I was doing, but I persisted. I thought, I just want it for my house. I want to make something for me. And then all my friends kept saying, oh my God, it's so great. Make me one, make me one. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. And it sort of took off from there. So,
yeah. So I'm hearing from all of the pop artists, it's a very unique style. Like, remember when Karen said she tried to do a landscape and it just didn't work until she put black lines around it. What was it that worked for you?
I don't know. I just started gathering a lot of materials and stuff. And then I was sort of thinking about phrases and sort of matching everything together. So I would say like probably it.
Okay. And are you in any galleries?
I am. I'm in Kefi Art Gallery, which is an online gallery. And I just joined the Riverdale Hub.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I know some of the artists that are in the Riverdale Hub.
Yeah, it's a great space.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And how do we find you? How would people, after your pieces are gone and not available anymore, how do they find you?
I have a website, gailblima.com, and I'm on Instagram at Gail Blima.
Yes, and you've been doing an absolutely great job. Again, thank you so much for the community support. The artists have been getting to know each other. And just so you know, a great way, even if you can't purchase tonight a piece, a great way to support all these artists is to like, follow, and comment on their posts. That helps everybody in the out in the internet world. The algorithm will help push out their work. So Gail, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And I'm looking down to see if anybody, first painting was Christina Ramsey, acrylic on gallery wrapped canvas. So that's wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Gail. I'm
You're
moving
welcome.
on to Jeff.
Hello, Julia. How are you?
I'm fine. And I'm thinking that everybody who's following the Pop Art Show might recognize your style because you have provided us with the giveaway.
Yes.
Yes. And that was, we've had a lot of fun with it. I think it was a really fun graphic to work with.
Yeah, it worked. I like how it was integrated into a lot of things. It was really cool seeing it manipulated in different ways.
Yes. So, okay. Who are you?
I am Jeff Walker. I'm a Toronto-based painter, abstract pop artist. Yeah, that's it. That's me.
That's you. That's you. And Toronto-based. Okay. Yeah. So you're the one that gave me this question. So you must have been thinking about it for a while. Who are your influences?
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason I gave it to you, as I was explaining, I'm like, people like us kind of do what we do, and I always get asked at shows all the time, what makes you do, this instead of something like straight up abstracts or landscapes or whatever.
Yeah.
I just, when I grew up, like for me, it was childhood. It was just as a kid, I loved cartoons. Garfield and Mother Goose and Grimm were two of my favorites. So
Mhm.
Jim Davis and Mike Peters, both of them huge influences on how you can see kind of their styles informed how I use bold lines or the eyes and the, different emotions in their eyes. And then I got into comic books, and again, the bold lines and things like that, and the bright colors, and being able to show, I guess, the emotions of different characters. And you can see in my work, there's a lot of different anxiety or panic-ridden expressions. And I like playing with those too, because I think the subject matter, while playful and fun, giving it kind of more of a worrisome or anxiety-ridden expression, kind of I like that juxtaposition, so to speak.
Yeah, so you're reaching people at all sorts of different levels. There's some nostalgia,
Yeah,
and then there's some emotion.
I do get a lot of that. Yeah, I get the nostalgia, and then people will come in and they'll see things. Like in one of my pieces, I'll show you, and they're always saying, "Oh, that's me right now."
I think I forgot to ask Gail to show us her stuff, and Juno to
Love
show
Gail's
us her stuff.
I love Gail's stuff.
Gail's stuff. I missed showing Gail's stuff. Oh, you know what? You guys have to go and see Gail's stuff because it is totally worth seeing. I'm ashamed of myself that
I'm such a fan of Gail's. Actually, I've been at a few shows that she's obviously done as well, and I love just staring at her work. It's incredible.
Oh, that's amazing. I can't believe they didn't remind me. Next time I'm going to have to tell the artist, remind me, hold up your pieces. So can people have a custom creation?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, funny story. I met one of the artists that's in this show, got in touch with me. That's how I met her. But she reached out to me and asked me about commissioning a robot style piece.
Oh.
And yeah, since then we've kind of done a few shows actually together. I didn't even know she was an artist when she first reached out.
That is so fun. So do you, what galleries are you at?
I'm at the Crown and Press Gallery, Julia.
Yes. Well, it was so interesting when you were talking about the nostalgia. When I was introduced to your work, I think, was it through a Square Foot show?
Yeah, the Triptych show.
So here's the neat thing about Square Foot show. Gallery curators are watching. They're watching and they are looking. And I have been honored to say that many artists who found, first kind of went online with the Square Foot show are now in galleries. And I saw your work, and it was so interesting because we were just talking in the cafe about where we wanted to go with some of the imagery and who we represented. And Elias, who is a partner here at Square Foot show, but also my partner at Crown and Press, said, we need something basically like you. And I went in and I found you and I said, like Jeff? And he's like, yes. So we contacted you and we're so honored to do that. But besides Crown and Press, how do they find you directly?
You can find me on Instagram at GoWalkerGo and online at GoWalkerGo.com.
Right. Gail has sold a piece, and Jeff's Give Me Flowers just sold.
Oh, well, I'll still hold it up, but
hold it up. Let's see what sold. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, this is a reoccurring character for guys. You can kind of see.
Yeah.
He's kind of my go-to logo, and I like to put him in different positions. So that's great. That's the one actually that mostly resonates with people when they see it. They go, that feels like me.
Yeah. So show us the last two.
Yeah. So I've actually got three more.
Oh, perfect.
So this one is So Distracted.
That's so fun.
I don't know if the camera doesn't quite pick up. This is a very vibrant pink.
Okay. It looks vibrant to me.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah. And I love the blues. They're very soft.
Yeah. I like definitely playing off those two. Kind of almost like an 80s Miami Vice vibe, right?
Well, Jeff, I tried to get like solid lines and dots that were perfectly, I cannot do it. That is so cute.
This is Don't Panic.
Don't Panic. That's wonderful.
And then this was the fourth one, Polaroid.
Oh, yes. I've seen him. I love the graphicness and the black and white of this.
Yeah. And that's something I've been playing with a little bit more, is just having the characters kind of more interactive with the surface of the canvas. I really kind of think that looks neat.
Well, that is so fun. Well, enjoy the show.
Thank you.
And we're going to draw in the next day for who gets your piece. And then we actually have your piece at Crown and Press. So we're going to send it out from there. And the lucky winner is going to have a piece of yours.
Well, good luck, everybody. And yeah, I'd love to hit me up if you win it. I always like to know where my pieces land.
Well, we'll definitely tell you because you'll be
Wonderful.
able to put them on your customer list.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so thank you so much. And we'll talk to you again.
Thanks, Julia.
Okay, everybody. So that was our show. And these artists are so great. You've got to go check out their work. And if you are seeing this as a replay, the show goes till 8 p.m. tomorrow night on the 30th of August. And if you missed it again, you can find a list of artists on our at squarefootshow.com. And you can go find them on their Instagrams and look. So live at shop.squarefootshow.com, where it's a 24-hour show. It was fabulous to talk to all these artists, and now I've got to go shop. So we will talk to you again in the next show is in October with Ellie and John Milan as our headliners, and then another. The final show will be in November. And then we start 2025. Very excited. Have a great night, guys. And buy local, support local. And local. That's an interesting thing that I just said because these artists are from all over. Support artists. We'll talk to you again. Bye.